Wer hat das Foto gemacht? Wer hat das Foto gemacht, was zeigt, wie sie das Messer reinsteckt oder eher rauszieht? Das ist hier die Frage. Diese Stangen hier zeigen ja irgendwie an, also hier an der Seite, dass niemand in der Kabine war. Sondern da irgendwo. Hier, das da. Hinter diesen Streben. Und hier sind Fußabdrücke, ganz viele. Auch im Sand wahrscheinlich. Und Federn. Wahrscheinlich von ihrem Hut. Ich habe keine Ahnung. Ich habe keine Ahnung. Ich speichere mal kurz. Aber ich habe keine Ahnung. I don't know. No. If I give up now, I'll never be able to look Wei in the eye again. Susato, you need to steel yourself and summon your best argument. I'll do my best. Okay. This isn't about whether I can or can't come up with the answer now. I simply have to. Okay, warum haben wir überhaupt I don't know gemacht? Wir müssen jetzt mit einer Antwort herkommen. Wir müssen. The identity of the person who took this dramatic photographic print is, I assure you, something the defense can and will reveal. What? No, you can't possibly. But as you so boldly claim that you can, please do enlighten us. Unfortunately, I'm unable to present a name. How utterly underwhelming. Did you really believe you could? However, I am able to present evidence. The defense has a piece of evidence that reveals important details about the photographer's identity. What? Very well then, counsel. Present your proof to the court. Which piece of evidence do you claim reveals something about the identity of the mystery photographer? Gute Frage. Gute Frage. Seki Natsuma article. A newspaper containing an article about the discussion between my father and Soseki-san. The debate became quite spirited. Fountain pen. RM. An article about poison that was stolen from a laboratory at university. Criminating photograph. Hier ist aber auch keine Spiegelung oder so, ne? Aber was ist das hier? Was ist das hier? Soll das irgendeine Strähne sein? Wahrscheinlich nicht, ne? Aber was ist das? Okay. Ich speichere nochmal. Und dann präsentiere ich einfach mal das Foto. The piece of evidence in question is this. Okay, es ist es nicht. I'm afraid, counsel, that when presenting evidence, you must learn to temper those wide, nervous eyes. Okay. Okay. Never mind then. Dann gehen wir nochmal zurück. Load. Vielleicht der Stift dann? piece of evidence in question is this. Okay, auch nicht. Oh Mann, das ist wieder so ein Classic Ace Attorney Moment, ne? Ich habe keine Ahnung. Wait. Hier ist dieses selbe Teil. Siehst du das? Seht ihr das, meine ich? Nicht du, sondern ihr. Oder du auch, ne? Du, der gerade zuschaust. Hier ist dieselbe Form auf dem Foto wie auf diesem hier. Also es muss derselbe Fotograf sein. What is that? The newspaper again? Walker's England returnees tell all. It's not the headline that's relevant here, Your Excellency. It's a photograph. Als ob. Wie soll man darauf kommen? Wie soll man darauf kommen, halt echt? If you look at it closely, you'll notice that there are some white lines on the right hand side. Ah, yes indeed. They had already caught my eye, as it happens. Huh, what of it? A shadow of some kind, presumably, from the branches of a tree or the like. There are no trees growing inside my laboratory at the university, I can assure you. Now, if you look closely at this photograph, good gracious! Yes, exactly the same pattern of lines is present on this photograph too. Objection! Well, that tells us nothing. Yes, it's a shadow of some kind, definitely, from the branches of a tree. There wouldn't be any trees growing inside the hut at the beach council. What's quite remarkable about it is that the two patterns are absolutely identical. How could such an extraordinary similarity have transpired? The curious matching pattern that appears to on both photographic prints is a result of the photographer's technique. I believe the pattern may be the result of a particular quirk of the photographer when taking a picture. You believe? What quirk could possibly produce such consistent markings? Clearly, it must be a quirk that's quite unimaginable. I repeat, Counsel, what could be the nature of this quirk? Well, I can't really imagine, of course. Because there is no such quirk. It's time to consider another, more credible option, I think. Okay, da muss die Kamera defekt sein. Kamera-Defekt. Ich hätte gedacht, das wäre ein Markenzeichen von dem Fotograf vielleicht, aber nein. Obviously, it must be due to a problem with the camera used to take the photographs. With the photographic device? Yes, we can confidently say that the camera's lens must be scratched. And in the scratched lens causes unwanted lines to appear on every print taken with the device. In short, the two photographs under consideration here were taken with the same camera. But there must be hundreds of such camera devices here in the capital. It would be utterly impossible to identify the owner of this particular one. Objection! I think you are forgetting, Prosecutor Auchi, that one of the photographs featured in a newspaper article. A newspaper? Ah! That's right. The author of that article is the mystery witness to this crime. What? What? Mini-Memo? Was? Mini-Memo? I see why you are called a Walkers England Returnee. Ich muss nochmal gucken, was Walkers ist. Tut mir leid. Rau, lärmend, okay. What are you yelling about? You've already testified. It's many memo, I tell you. Many memo. Many memo. Suseki-san, what was that? Did you say many memo? Ever since I returned to Japan, a reporter from the Shoyu News has been hounding me, following my every move. A reporter by the name of weiterer. Yes, hounding me from dawn till dusk. Ah, now that he mentions it. They secretly spy, snapshots, scribble stories and scupper my privacy. Als ob das der Typ, der Fotograf im Hintergrund ist. Could the same reporter be... A camera to the left of him, a notebook to the right. There I am, stuck in the middle with white and many memo. So you are saying that this picture was taken by many memo? Yes, my lord, your excellency, Esquire. Officer, find this newspaper reporter at once and bring him to my courtroom. We will adjourn for a short recess in the meantime. Oh, yes, your excellency. As you say, your excellency. And one more thing. I want this knife, the murder weapon, examined for traces of poison. You will solicit the assistance of the Imperial University's medical department for the task. Understood? Meh. Many memo! To be continued, okay. To be continued. Alles klar. Save your current progress, yes. The Adventure of the Blossoming Attorney. Okay. Ja. Ich würde sagen, weil dieser Part erst 12 Minuten lang ist, machen wir noch kurz weiter. Weil sonst wäre ja ein bisschen kurz für heute, ne? Warte mal ganz kurz. Okay. The Adventure of the Blossoming Attorney, Trial Part 1. Let's go! Sind wir wahrscheinlich bei Part 2 eher. 13th August, 10:41 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicature. Defendants Antechamber 3. I'm so sorry, Susato. I should have told you about the toxin. Wait. You have a strong sense of responsibility, I know. That's why you decided to shoulder the burden alone. No, that's not it at all. I was scared of my failure coming to light, that's all. So I hoped to retrieve the substance from the Englishwoman before anyone found out. Before the trial started, do you remember what you said, Susato? That you had no doubt in your mind about my innocence, that you'd stand by me to the last. I remember. And yet I didn't deserve your trust in me. I hid important details from you, Susato. I completely betrayed your faith in me. Hit me, Susato. I deserve it. No, in fact, throw me to the floor. No, that's too good for me as well. Drag me through the city streets. I'm no better, you know. Oh! Even though in my heart I knew that you'd pulled the knife blade from Miss Brett's back, there was just a brief moment when, in my mind, I doubted you. Susato, I'm sorry. After I stood here and promised you that I'd stand by you and always be on your side, I betrayed your faith in me too. And as such, I failed you as a lawyer. No. I think the situation has taught both of you a valuable lesson. Placing your unbridled faith in another is no easy task. Yes, Father, that fact has certainly struck home. Which is why I can see more clearly now. So, Wei. Yes? Can you find it in your heart to forgive me? Oh, Susato. You know you'll always be a gallant, dashing lawyer in my eyes now. Oh, Wei. I was so scared, you know, when it happened. I didn't know what was going on. The Englishwoman was sitting at the back of the hut, listening to what I was saying. I know it was you who stole the poison. Well now, whatever do you mean? And then, a moment later, she suddenly got to her feet. Before collapsing on the floor in front of me, with a knife in her bag. It all happened right before my eyes. And you were the only people in the hut at the time. That's right, just Miss Brett and myself. There was no one else. So I just don't understand how she could possibly have been stabbed like that. A great mystery indeed. I still can't believe it happened. That's why I just couldn't bring myself to speak up. It will be alright. However, it happened, and however it happened, and whatever really went on by the sea that day, I promise you that I'm going to prove everything you've said you saw is true. Spoken like a true Mikotoba. Now, I think we should discuss what's coming up in the trial, don't you? We don't have much time. We must make sure we have our facts in order. Yes, I expect the poison is going to come under close scrutiny in the upcoming proceedings. The police should hopefully have identified it on the blade by now. The trouble is, it's a completely new laboratory synthesized blend of alkaloids. The police won't have any way of testing for it. Oh, I see. Das ist ja wie im ersten Fall, ne, mit dem Curary, was ja schließlich auch das Gift war, was noch nicht, was wegen des unterentwickelten japanischen forensischen Systems nicht erkannt werden konnte. Es ist eigentlich genauso. I see. Yes, without this chemical reagent, it's impossible to detect the toxin. Chemical reagent? I sent a colleague of mine off with some earlier to deliver to police headquarters. I think perhaps you should have some as well though, just in case. The chemical reagent has been entered into the court record, a special indicator solution for a new poison and a development by my father's team. It's been created in strict secrecy and exists only in my father's laboratory. Also das ist quasi so ein Mittel, damit man das sieht. What's the matter, Susato? You're suddenly very quiet. It's this newspaper article. Exclusive. Deadly poison stolen from Human Medical Research Laboratory. I'm wondering how the information got out, given that it was a government secret. It was all the Englishwoman's doing. What? It was when the professor and Suzuki-san were being interviewed at the laboratory. That so-called English lady swarmed in, and without any compunction said to Professor Mikotoba, "Oh, Professor, surely your guests would love to hear about your work on the substance here." It put me in a very awkward position, to be frank. But it was when the Professor and Suzuki-san were being interviewed at the laboratory. Okay. One in and without any compunction said to Professor Mikotoba, "I would love to hear about your work on the substance here." Okay. But Tsutsiki-san's curiosity had been piqued, so I had little choice but to give him a cursory introduction. Ah, okay. So then, Tsutsiki-san knew about the poison. Yes, and it's highly likely that the reporter who was writing up the story about us would have caught a glimpse of the toxin too. This Memo-san. By the way, did that reporter join you all when you went to the beach? Oh, no, I don't remember the reporter being there. Indeed, he shouldn't have been. I very much doubt anyone would have wanted him there. Oh, a known criminal had been given permission by the authorities to bath by the seaside. Tsutsiki-san pointed out that inviting a reporter might be problematic, so the man was sent back to his office. Yet he obviously didn't go back. He secretly followed the party to the beach and took this very candid photograph. And then presumably he posted it, anonymously to the police. Ah! Yes, that must be what happened. Counsel! We've just heard that the new witness is now ready to testify. The trial is about to resume. Please proceed into the courtroom at once. It's time to steel ourselves once again, then. Defense Attorney Ryutaro Naruhodo. Yes! Rei has put her faith in me now and told me everything. So I can't let her down. I have to prove that what she's telling the court is true. I have to prove what really happened that day. Okay. Ich würde dann sagen, das war's dann erstmal mit dieser Aufnahmesession. Mit dieser Aufnahmesession, weil ich gleich auch los muss, mehr oder weniger. Deswegen speichere ich jetzt erstmal und beim nächsten Mal geht's weiter. Ich finde den Fall bisher sehr entertaining, vor allem den Anfang. Also ich finde es sehr interessant, dass wir Susato hier haben, in dieser Position, jetzt als Anwältin, weil Uyonosuke nicht da ist natürlich und weil sie ihre beste Freundin verteidigen will. Und ich finde es cool, dass Natsume und wie heißt er? Hosonaga wieder da sind, genau, Natsume und Hosonaga. Finde ich auch sehr cool. Und ja, mal gucken, was dieser Reporter zu sagen hat. Ist auf jeden Fall sehr sus, dass der mitgekriegt hat, dass es dieses Toxin gibt und dass er quasi mit dabei war, als sie da reingekommen ist und sagte, ja, meinen Sie nicht, es wäre cool, wenn die Welt von diesem Toxin erfahren würde? Meinen Sie das nicht? Und dann war es ja schon zu spät. Okay, aber das erfahren wir dann im nächsten Part, wer es wirklich war. Ich glaube, meine Theorie ist nicht korrekt. Ich hatte halt gedacht, dass sie sich vielleicht selbst umgebracht hat. Aber da dachte ich auch noch, dass sie sich in den Bauch gestochen hat. Also, dass sie halt so sich gestabbt hat mit dem Poison, damit sie daran stirbt. Wobei dafür hätte sie auch nur ein Messer gebraucht letztendlich. Und Selbstmord, weil sie halt in Japan noch frei leben konnte, mehr oder weniger halt unter Detektivbewachung und dann erst in Shanghai ihr Urteil erwarten musste. Und sie war ja schuldig as frick, würde ich sagen, as duck. Und deswegen dachte ich, dass sie sich vielleicht selbst umgebracht hat und das Poison auch selber gestohlen hat. Aber scheinbar ist dem nicht so. Scheinbar ist meine Theorie falsch. Aber wir werden es sehen im nächsten Part. Ich bedanke mich erstmal fürs Zuschauen. Ich bedanke mich fürs dabei sein. Und ja, das war die erste Aufnahmesession zu The Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve. Ich hoffe, euch hat es Spaß gemacht. Mir hat es auf jeden Fall sehr viel Spaß gemacht, all die wiederkehrenden Charaktere zu sehen. Ich finde es auch interessant übrigens, dass die Musik, bis auf vielleicht das Objection-Theme jetzt von Susato, die gleiche ist wie im ersten Teil. Weil ansonsten war bei Ace Attorney immer so, dass die Musik komplett bei jedem Spiel gechanged wurde. Jedes Theme. Und hier ist es halt nicht so, was mich nicht stört, weil die Musik ist grandios. Aber ich finde es interessant, dass es hier mal ausnahmsweise nicht so ist. Gut, das waren jetzt aber wirklich die abschließenden Worte. Danke und bis zum nächsten Mal. Und mal wieder sagen wir zum Ende der Aufnahme Einspruch.